Alrighty, we are back once again, so let's see what happens. For the most part, cavalry moving about, being pesky. But otherwise, generally they're getting out of the way at this point. So, yeah, they're generally getting out of the way. Iron Brigades falling back. At which point... Okay, they're falling back into Herp's Woods. I lost 14 men to the artillery. Oof. More Federals arriving. Some supply wagons. Okay, it looks like he's got some troops arriving onto the hill and starting to dig in. He's going to start digging in on Cemetery Hill quickly at this rate. So it's going to be about now that I begin the assault, I think. Because I don't think I can afford to wait and let him dig in on Cemetery Hill. So, 1 unit routed, 11th North Carolina. 3 units out of 5 resupplied, reinforcements, and otherwise just generals. Okay, they will withdraw out of the way. Alrighty, they are disrupted. Pettigrew, no ammo. Alright, move them forward a bit more. Alright, I'm going to commit Archer's Brigade forward at this point. Beyond, or at least parts of his brigade forward. Let's have a look, see what else. I'll continue to try and hit them. Alright, otherwise nothing too much. Dupe. Alright. Lane is going to come to there and deploy. What about there? What far? They can't exactly see anywhere, so... I keep forgetting not to do that. We'll continue to bring up the artillery. Alright, what else? Lane's got more coming up. But otherwise, for the most part, we are just getting set up ready. Nothing more. Thomas, you are to continue down here. Millersburg. Thomas, you can march again. And you're marching that way. Alright. Let's have a look-see. I do not want him to be given an opportunity to dig in, so... Alright, here comes the artillery. Alrighty. Warrington, Virginia. So, continuing to just bring up the mass that is my artillery for the time being. Scales, for the most part, is just going to be basically holding the road open for me. Nothing more. How far can AP Hill himself get? So I'm going to have AP Hill zoom up the Chambersburg Pike towards my line. So now he's actually at the front line, which means Heath and Pender are now under command, under effective command, so that will certainly help. Scales, you are to march to there. The rest of Scales' formation is basically just to hold open the road for my artillery to arrive. Alrighty. O'Neill can keep on pushing down. Doop. Alright. You can go to there. You will then ride to the other side. We got eyes. Roads lead elements will have arrived. The arrival of Rhodes lead elements. Alright. Iverson's arrived. Julius Daniels will now arrive. Alright, let's continue. You can continue. As we just continue to bring up the division. Once I can, I will deploy Rhodes into battle formation. But I'm not going to do it until I sort of get onto Oak Ridge, into the other side of here, this marsh area, because I don't want the marsh area to cause me disruptions. So until I can reach here on Oak Ridge, I'm not going to deploy. Doles, you move up. Alright, that's Doles. Now we move up Ramshire. Alright. The divisional train can move up. Ewell himself will follow on, as will. So basically, Ewell's going to follow, at least for now, until Early arrives in about an hour. So, for the most part, however, we are just going to be relatively calm and patient. So, Pettigrew, I'm basically going to reform Pettigrew's brigade over here. Where are you? There you are. You're part of Pettigrew as well. You're basically going to sit there guarding for now. In the meantime, Brockenbauer and his troops are just basically going to play glorified artillery guards. He's got 8 guns there, so unfortunately I don't have really the firepower ready. A couple of 3 inches. So bring up a couple more guns and deploy them. What can you see from there? You can see them, so you'll turn your guns to face the enemy. Although you won't have the range, I don't think. The howitzers certainly won't. You go there. Because you are to basically resupply them for me. Otherwise, so far, again, fairly quiet, fairly stable, but I am in the lead. But now that I can see that there are Federals digging in on, going to be digging in on Cemetery Hill, and quickly, got some Federals there. My next arrival will be more artillery, specifically Heath's artillery. They will come next turn, and then the turn after that, so 1 o'clock, will be Robert E. Lee arriving with his, basically with the Provost Guard and his escort. And then once Early arrives, he's going to come down the Harrisburg Road and basically set up where he did historically for now and look to take Blotcher's Knoll. What time is dusk? Dusk, well, forecast is to be smoky by 3 AM. Not display org, but we'll have a look. I didn't want that. I said display org. I want the display. There it is. Display org. There we go. Alright, so far we got Pender, we got Heath, we got the 3rd Corps Artillery Reserve, we don't have Anderson, we got Rhodes, and that's it on the field so far. No McClaws, no Pickett, no Hood. As for Stewart, we don't have anyone. How goes the conditioning of the army? Fairly strong. Brockenbauer's brigade, I'm pretty sure, is pretty battered. Yeah, it is. It's not a very big brigade. It's an absolutely tiny brigade. And Pettigrew's isn't counting that. So they've lost, what, 2%, 26%, 7%, 18%. So yeah, they've suffered pretty badly. These 3 regiments, so we'll be ready to push forward soon enough. But otherwise, I think we are, for the most part, ready. As I continue to look to just get these pesky Federals out, cavalry out of my way. Let me say, actually, I'll go there. It'll force him to either go there or there to get round me. Yeah, movement allowance exceeded. This one regiment basically guarding all this artillery. It's not exactly good. But anyway, that's the end of yet another turn. So, onwards.